You guys are also like one of the most important things.
Yeah.
That was it. It's been real.
I'm late. It's been real. Gotta go. That literally resolved nothing. That was such a pointless conversation.
This is like me holding on to the Kanye that I know.
Oh, wow.
One of the biggest misconceptions about me is that I got so much surgery to change my whole face, which is false. I don't want that to be a part of my story.
Then why do you have a whole new face? Kylie, don't make us out to be fools.
Do you want the real list or the TV list?
Oh, guys, now give us the tea. This is good. Give it.
Oh my God, Tristan called me today.
No! Be gone. Be gone. Not Tristan. I saw stuff, but I didn't think it would come this soon. Hey, what's up you guys, it's me Luke and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I have been posting reaction and commentary videos on the new Kardashian reality show with Hulu since it first started airing last year in 2022. I am a little bit behind because, you know, they release 20 episodes a year and I have other content that I need to make, you know, like my Vampire Diaries series that I've been posting this year, which is very time consuming. So I am behind, I am aware, I get a lot of comments about it, and I'm gonna be somewhat resolving that today. Today, we are covering the final 4 episodes of season 3 of the Kardashians. So strap in folks, because it is going to be a really quick ride, okay? You might get a little whiplash because we're covering a lot in less than an hour, but it's what's necessary because the academic child in me does not like falling behind. So because I'm covering 4 episodes in one video, I have left some storylines out. I do this here and there anyway due to, like, you know, timing constraints and copyright reasons, etc, etc. So if you do want to see my individual full extended reaction and commentaries to each episode, those are over on my Patreon with a bunch of other bonus content over there with membership starting at just $2.50 USD a month. So check that out if you want, link in the description. And because of how strict and militant the copyright robots have gotten on this platform and how fair use is not really a thing that's respected unless you can afford a lawyer, I have had to make quite a few edits to the clips to avoid getting my video taken down, as this happened many a times before. I did, however, try and make the edits a little fun, a little interesting, a little aesthetic-y pleasy. Let's just say that if you have a short attention span, you're not going to have trouble watching these because there's a lot going on. So I think that you guys will like it. And if you don't, by all means, let me know in the comments down below. So getting into the storylines I'll be covering in this video for the final 4 episodes of season 3. So majority of the earlier episodes, we have been covering stuff to do with the Dolce & Gabbana fashion show, which created all that drama with Kim and Kourtney, because Kourtney was saying that Kim was copying her wedding for her fashion show, etc, etc. There's only so much I can talk about when it comes to that anymore. I've already lost enough brain cells. But the remaining episodes are actually pretty interesting, and there's quite a few different things that are touched on. So the main storylines I will be covering is discussions about the negative sides of fame, the sisters' insecurities and where their insecurities came from, and actually some admissions of plastic surgery. We're also going to be focusing a lot on the sisters' relationships with each other, mainly Kendall and Kylie getting close again, and Kim and Kourtney trying to repair their sisterly relationship, and Khloe trying to be the mediator of the whole situation, and all of the sisters' relationships with their mother, the matriarch of the Kardashians, Kris Jenner herself. And a lot of tea is being spilt in these episodes. And finally, we're going to cover some relationship storylines. We'll touch on a few different ex-partners that the Kardashian Jenners have, but mainly we'll be focusing on a lot of current dramas and events going on with Kanye West and Tristan Thompson. So as you can probably tell, the storylines that I'm focusing on in this video are less work-focused and more personal-focused, which is great. It seems like the Hulu team has really been listening to my critiques, so I give you guys a pat on the back for that. The scenes are really all about the sisters' relationships with themselves, each other, and with the men, their partners in their lives. Some of their relationships that are in the past or the present or in limbo, if you will, are healthier than others. But regardless, it is clear from watching the show that all the Kardashian sisters could benefit in knowing their partners better and having stronger communication, as could really anyone in a relationship. And that's why I'm excited to share the sponsor of today's video with you guys, Paired. So Paired is a relationship care app that offers daily couple questions, relationship games, quizzes, and exercises. The Paired app has relationship therapists and experts who create advice on different relationship topics to help couples have a stronger communication and healthy relationship. This is great for all couples, even those of you who are doing long distance, because you don't even have to be at the same room or doing the quizzes and games at the same time to be able to connect with each other on the Paired app. While I'm currently not in a relationship, I wish that I had known about the Paired app when I was in one last year. Who knows, maybe it would have helped me out. But in reality, from my experience and those in my life and what I see out there, communication is a key struggle for a lot of people in relationships, and I believe that's because it's really difficult to always communicate effectively, and the Paired app helps you do that in a way that is like fun instead of daunting. So even though I'll definitely be using Paired in the future when I'm in a relationship again, and I'm recommending it to all of my friends because they're all in relationships. I'm literally the only single one. I did want to test out the app myself, so I actually did it with my sister. I know that sounds a bit weird, but we just did like quizzes that had to do with like finances or chores or like, you know, getting to know each other, getting along, because, you know, we also live together, so she was the best person to do it with. And it's really great because one partner doing the quiz has to answer how they think the other partner would answer the quiz and vice versa, so you kind of get to see if you're on the same page and how well you know each other and what you really need to work on and discuss, and you can have the conversations within the app. Another great feature of Paired is it has a couple timeline where you can put in your memories and pictures and the dates and write notes and stuff about it, and you know, you can keep track of anniversaries and celebrate them every year, or just if you want to remember stuff. I did one with my sister as like an example. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys check out Paired. I'm recommending it to my friends and family who are in relationship, and if my future partner is watching this somehow, we will be using this, so just like be aware. And because Paired is so kindly sponsoring this video, if you click the link in my description, you can get a 7 free day trial and 25% off Paired Premium if you want to maintain and deepen your connection with your partner. Thank you so much, Paired, for sponsoring this video. Without further ado, you guys, let's get into it because we have 4 episodes to cover in less than an hour of the final episodes of the Kardashian season 3. And boy, whew, strap in, it's a lot to get through because I'm about to dive in to this roller coaster of emotions.
You may say I'm a dreamer.
Oh yes, Kim and Chloe scenes, that's my favorite.
It's not okay.
Oh, is this about Kanye? I'm getting the vibe. The rapper who now goes by Ye made oh, yeah. Some more Kanye antics. Why is no one in his life trying to get him on medication? So sad just watching him ruin his life and also hurt people in the process. So before we really get into it, there are going to be some sadder storylines or scenes throughout this video, mainly about Kim and Kanye's divorce, the effects it's having on Kim and people and her children and stuff. And I do want to say, like, I am going to be empathetic and sympathetic to their situation because, you know, they're humans, they're a broken family, they have children. So I'm not going to just sit up here and make jokes and be rude, but I do also want to acknowledge what they have done to my girl Taylor, okay? You know, I love Taylor Swift. Maybe you don't know that I don't post about her on my YouTube channel, but I post about her everywhere else. I am a Swiftie. So I do not ignore the harm that this pairing caused towards Taylor. And I also want to say that the timing of this is really unfortunate because this video is going up on Taylor's birthday, but I do want to say a happy birthday to Dr. Taylor Allison Swift, who has been named Person of the Year, rightfully so. Love you, Queen. And let me just, you know, be nice to these people for a sec. Like you said, trash takes itself out.
When someone doesn't see how different they are, you'll always like hope that you'll see a glimpse of them.
Oh my god, stop, shut up. Because I have someone in my life who, the way she's explaining this is like, who's like just a completely different person now than they used to be due to mental illness. And it's like so heartbreaking. And this is like someone she has children with and was in love with.
It's just like I'm an hour late to that meeting and I'm
It doesn't matter.
I just can't
It's
get
okay.
together.
Shame, can't she just take a day off? I guess probably not because everything's so pre-planned.
It's so different than the person that I married. I'll do anything to get that person
Oh
back.
my god, stop. I wasn't expected to be emotionally assaulted. Oh my god, this is so sad, you guys. Like, I don't have any fun, quippy thing to say. Like, this is just sad, is what it is.
Such a helpless feeling because me watching EA is like watching a car crash in slow motion.
This is just thought of something. This is good though, showing, you remember earlier when I was speaking about humanizing them? This is so human. This is amazing to show on the show, you know? Because they haven't done that much in this new show. They did a lot of keeping up. They have this new season, which is good, but you know, it's good to show the real sides of life in a way.
Feels so bad for him. I don't even think he feels bad for himself.
Have you spoken to him?
No.
I wonder how often he even sees his kids. Because last I saw, he was getting a BJ in the canals in like the Netherlands in public by his Kim lookalike girlfriend or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I don't keep up with him. I don't follow him in anything. Does he is anyone doing anything to help
You know,
him?
then I like feel guilty that I posted something in support of the Jewish community. Then people dropped him today, and I'm like, is that my fault?
Probably would have dropped him regardless, and besides, I think it's better that you show your support to the communities that he's harming.
And I should have just kept quiet.
Worse to stay quiet on it, because he says some really awful things, and it's just like, it's weird. Like, I don't know, it's like, did he always think that stuff? Is he just not well? Like, I don't know, not many mentally ill people who are in a bad place or like really serious mental illnesses just like jump to, I don't know if I can say the words on YouTube, like, or the isms or the isms.
I'm conflicted because I don't ever want to jump in and be a part of a downfall for the father of my kids.
It's a tough spot to be in.
Gravely irresponsible. We're all very aware of the following that Kanye has and how his words can be used to rile people up.
Yeah, he's gonna influence all those incels.
Sometimes our silence speaks louder, and what you did was not wrong.
People make their own choices and their own decisions.
Kim, every single day I feel bad about Lamar. I feel bad about Tristan not being on a team right now. These are Kanye's things, but that doesn't mean we don't feel bad.
This is great. Like, this is really gonna help Kim understand, because she has someone who has gone through similar experiences. Like, she can relate, not feel alone, get advice from someone who's been through it. Oh, he's so wise. This is why she's my favorite. I ragged on her the first 2 seasons because she was boring and weird and stuff, but like, she was going through stuff. Shouldn't use the word weird. I'm a weirdo. You ever seen her with that stupid hat? No, she's really great.
People have probably wanted to cancel him for a while, and he's always said, I'm not cancelable.
Yeah, he
and
pushed
now
too
this is
far.
probably just the last thing.
Your instinct wants to be like, I could never talk to this person again. But then you think of your babies. And so I'm having a hard time figuring it out.
Yeah, that is hard. Having kids with someone who you just never want to talk to again, like, that's rough. Especially their kids are so young. It's a bit easy, I would assume, once they're adults, but at that age, that's so tough.
This week in particular has been so hard. Obviously, there's just times in life when things get really hectic, and I think you just need to
North.
realize that being a mom and being really present is the most important thing. Guys, come back in. I am in the trenches. I mean, I'm the one like doing all the daily stuff all the time.
Single mom life of 4. Surely she has nannies.
I do the morning routine, I do the night routine. It's like a pit stop, like with race cars. It's like brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, you know, do your hair, do your hair, do your hair. It's like 4 in a row, like changing tires, like really quickly.
You spell your last name. W-E-S-T.
Do you guys know what my name is?
Kimberly.
Do you know what my
Kimberly.
name is? I am just in protection mode of my kids and just try to hide everything.
It's kind of good that this is all happening while they're young, not when they're teenagers and have unlimited access to social media. I'm a bit concerned. I wonder what's going to happen when they get older. Because all the Kardashian kids are all pretty young at this point, so once they become teenagers, that's when shit's gonna start happening.
Phones down, let's go sit at the table. It's just hard for me to figure out, like, if they don't know anything, why wouldn't dad come over for dinner? Why isn't dad at my things? That kills me.
So they don't really get to see their dad that much. That's what I thought. That's so sad. See, because for me, like, my dad passed away when I was young, so that's obviously difficult in of it itself. But for me, as I got older, I always, when I heard different stories from people, met people, I always thought, like, wow, I feel like it would be so much harder to know that you have a dad out there, but they just aren't in your life or seeing you. It's just like that would feel harder in a way, because it'd be more of a disappointment. Oh my god, oh, this is too depressing.
I've been managing it the best way that I know how, because I want my kids to see a healthy dad. It's just a lot. So I take it like day by day.
You guys, I really like that. I'm really glad they're showing us. This is really humanizing. This is like the first time in this entire time I've watched this show that I've really felt like watching this. I'm like not thinking of like, oh, Kim Kardashian, the billionaire, famous, rich, whatever. Like, I just feel like it just feels very real in a way. Like, obviously it's kind of hard when you have like the setting but I'm really happy that they're including stuff like this. This is really great. I'm sure there's a lot of single moms who probably watch this who could relate, so that's really nice of her to be vulnerable in that way.
Hey!
Oh my god, it's been a while since we've seen Scott.
Hot tea?
Maybe a little chamomile, a little honey, a little lemon. How you doing?
Chef?
I hate that I find him funny, because he used to be such a douche.
Anna, how you doing?
And how you doing?
And how you doing?
He's from Long Island, isn't he not?
I love the Jewish star.
I have to represent for my Jews these days.
Are we excited for Mason's bar mitzvah?
Oh my god, I completely forgot that Scott is Jewish, and thereby so are his kids, Courtney's kids. That means, like, on one hand, the stuff that Kanye has said about Jewish people is offensive in general, right? But he's, like, actually saying these things when there are Jewish people in his family. That's crazy.
So we're trying to figure out where we're gonna have his actual bar mitzvah.
Do you want me to get up and say anything?
You gotta light a candle.
And what do I say when I light the
That's
candle?
up to you. You live for this.
Yeah, because you love your speeches.
Oh, I went to go get a body scan and they said I was 40.
How many times is she gonna bring this up? I think I cut it out of my previous reactions because I just didn't find it interesting. She was getting a bunch of medical tests done, and the doctors told her she has like the body of a 40-year-old, which she's like almost 70, I think. I mean, that's nice, but a few episodes ago, didn't she get a hip replacement?
I'm like literally 40 years old.
I guess I shouldn't speak on that because I'm not that old yet, but get over trying to be young, Chris. Come on. You already look so much younger than you are. Stop trying to go on and on about this 40-year-old thing. You want to be the same age as your daughters?
I love you.
I'm
but
in
you're
great
not
shape.
40.
You are a buzzkill.
Not
Well, thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Buzzkill.
There's no kill and there's no buzz. You're gorgeous. You just put a hip in. You're not 40.
Literally, thank you.
Feeling young is a state of mind.
This whole feeling young thing, though, like, how long is she gonna keep it up? Like, is Chris gonna be in her 90s? Like, oh my god, I have the body of a 60-year-old. Like, eventually you're gonna have to give it up.
Have you ever thought about retiring or not?
Oh.
I am never going to retire.
Yeah.
I think
Anyway, you're 40.
Yeah, exactly.
Now she's addicted to making money. Hey, yes, Chloe. Always looking good. Kim, looks like you're wearing tinfoil.
I am so looking forward to having a couple margaritas with Kim and Scott.
Yeah, guys, let's throw him back. Let's get some spill your secrets.
Yo, have you heard some of these ridiculous rumors? Kardashians are actually witches, and every man that comes in contact with them is cursed after. Not just the Kardashian curse.
I remember Scott saying something about that early in the show, about something about like anyone who dates a Kardashian sister is cursed. That's so funny because my aunt's ex-husband said the same thing to me once. He was like talking about my mom and her sisters, and he was like, yeah, all the women in your family are cursed. I was like, oh. Well,
It's super sexist. Why can society blame us girls, but they would never blame men? So you're telling me
No, it's
that
the
I
guy's
made
mistake.
someone a drug addict? You're telling me you made someone cheat, or you made someone this or that?
no, definitely not. I think maybe the bigger question is that you guys, like, it's not your fault. You don't make these men do these things, but you just, what's the word? Like, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. Like, you know when people are like, oh, you really know how to pick them. Like, you choose to date someone who clearly has issues, and you continue to date them, and they are creating issues for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, when Kim got with Kanye, it was clear there was something a little unstable with him. Tristan, he was a cheater before he got with Khloe. That's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. You guys just like choose guys who have issues, and then their issues produce even more during your marriage.
I just wish some of the guys would come to our defense.
I'll say it right now. Pretty sure you watched every other season when we started the show, and I up a lot.
Yeah, well, yes. Well, yes. Oh, well, there you go. That's a good point right there. Like, Courtney and Scott, their relationship is the one we've seen the most of. And Scott, that's why I say I hate that I find him funny, because he was awful in the probably first 10-ish seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But, you know, there we go. He's admitted what he did was wrong, and now Courtney is happy with Travis. The only thing I find cringe about their relationship is just that they overdo the PDA, and Courtney has just like kind of taken over Travis's aesthetic and makes her whole life about him. But you know what? They're in love. Maybe that's what people do when they're madly in love. It's been a while since I felt like that, so who am I to judge?
Lamar.
Lamar's always come to our defense.
I mean,
Thank you, Lamar.
Appreciate that, Lamar.
Keeping it real. Who else?
Do you want the real list or the TV list?
Oh, guys, now give us the tea. This is good. Give it.
Oh my god, Tristan called me today.
No! Be gone. Be gone. Not Tristan. I thought we were done with this in season, what was it, season 1, season 2? It's been so good without him. I saw stuff of him in season 4. I saw stuff, but I didn't think it would come this soon. Guys, please. I feel like my heart rate is elevating. You guys know how angry I get about fucking Tristan.
He told me that he's buying a house in Hidden Hills.
No, get a job. Stay away from her.
where do you guys stand? Is there talks of chances?
No,
So she
no
knew.
chances.
You say that now, Chloe. You say that now. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending.
Because if you felt like you want to open up your heart and forgive,
No.
I would support.
No.
No, I'm totally fine with him.
Yeah, don't try and encourage it.
I don't
You're
have
gonna know
the
each other forever.
I just don't have the energy for issues.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I forgive Tristan. Doesn't mean I forget what he's done.
You forgive, you forget, but you never let it go.
But I forgive Tristan for me.
That's healthy.
too,
That's
for
healthy.
myself.
But let's not forget, Chloe Money, what you said about just wanting to co-parent with him. Let's keep that same energy when you're moving on.
I can't move on with my life if I'm holding on to this bullshit.
Going on a first date at a Mexican restaurant, you'd be farting up a star.
Just sharpen yourself.
You're disgusting.
I thought this was a classy show. I'm a bit sweaty. Apologies. We're going to be reacting to season 3, episode 9. This one is titled Feel, Deal, Heal. Okay. Oh, Kylie. What a rare sighting.
I don't know, maybe you guys put it in between each other or something?
Bumping persons.
Courtney asked me to do her glam today. I am honored. I think I understand her. She understands me, and we have a special bond.
Oh, yes. Chloe's in the scene too. That makes me happy.
Yeah,
You look cute. No, look how streaky it is. I'm like hiding it.
it looks really cute.
I do think you should be confident even in your imperfection.
Okay.
I was just thinking about like the beauty standards in the world today.
Oh, this is what we saw in the season 3 trailer. They're talking about beauty standards. This feels like a very forced conversation. It feels very planned. This does not feel organic at all. Like she's just all of a sudden like, I was just thinking today about the beauty standards. No, they're trying to address the allegations against them of creating unrealistic beauty standards for women. Let's hear what they have to say.
I just feel like we have huge influence, and like, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are you doing with your influence and power?
I think I just see so many young girls on the internet now, like fully editing.
Which is what you and your sisters
And
do.
I went through that stage too, and I feel like I'm in a better place. But other
Okay, well,
people
she admits
can
it.
instill insecurities in you. We all have our little things, so it's normal to be insecure sometimes. One of the biggest misconceptions about me is that I was like this insecure child, and I got so much surgery to change my whole face, which is false. I've only gotten fillers, and I feel like I don't want that to be a part of my story.
Then why do you have a whole new face? Why does your face look so different? Why can you see chunks of implants? Kylie, don't make us out to be fools.
I will always want everyone to just love themselves.
I'll be honest.
That's how I accumulated all of mine, is from other people. Mine are not, so trust me. I had the most confidence. I was chubby and in a skin-tight bodycon dress. You couldn't tell me otherwise. Society gave me insecurities.
Valid, but also they do contribute a lot to that. Are they not going to talk about that? Are they just going to talk about how it affects them? I'm confused. This is not this is not the kind of conversation you guys are supposed to be having here. It's all me, not like what do we project onto society, since you guys are a big part of influence. That's your job. You're glorified influencers.
I've been torn apart the minute that I've gone on TV. I didn't look like my sisters, so therefore it's not good enough. And then when I started changing my look, get better makeup, you do fillers, you do whatever, I had a nose job, and there's still people constantly bullying you. It's like, so which one is it? You didn't like me then, you don't like me. Like,
I understand what Chloe's saying, because I do remember the hate that she got back in the day, in the 2000s, when, you know, people were comparing her to Kim and Courtney and stuff, and then I could see why that would feed into her insecurities and why she would feel the need to do all these different things. Yes, there are people who hate, and there will always people who hate and bully online. I'm not trying to deny that, but I think the main issue that a lot of people have is the lack of honesty and transparency. It's the fact that you guys will admit to a few things here and there, like stuff you can't deny that's super obvious, like a nose job or like lip filler or whatever, but it's so obvious to the untrained eye, let alone the trained eye, like actual plastic surgeons or plastic surgery experts, that you guys have had a lot of work done and you just lie about it. It's like a slap to the face. Just, you might as well just not even talk about it if you're just gonna lie about it. I think that's the real issue here, is the lies. I mean, I wouldn't care. Like, you're rich, you're famous, you have money. If you want to cut, add, fill, remove, that's your body. Do whatever you want. Just don't lie about it. Even if you don't want to talk about it, don't admit it, but just don't respond. Don't ignore it. Like, it's just the lying, the manipulation, you know? It's just, that's the real issue, in my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think.
Also, I look back and you weren't chubby.
Well, I was. I mean,
You
it's
weren't.
fine. It's like I'm wearing a fat suit.
Oh, this is sad. Also, she has to remind herself how the beauty standard was so different back then in the, you know, 90s, 2000s, even the 2010 era, like the beginning of it. It was all about being really, really thin. So she's got to remind herself of that, you know? But although it kind of seems like some of them are trying to bring that back, you know, with the alleged Ozempic. But your body, your choice.
Who knows if I never heard Mom talk about my nose, if I would ever think I needed a nose job.
Right.
Oh, so part of the reason she got the nice job is because of Chris. Wow, that's difficult. I mean, that's her mother. She gave her that nose through her genetics.
Isn't that interesting? Like how
Yes, Mom talked about
you
my
don't
nose all the
realize
time.
how you guys always talked about my ears.
But I talked about your ears because I love
But
them.
I didn't receive it like that. I received it as like everyone's making fun of my ears.
What's wrong with her ears? Does she have big ears?
Everyone
So we
pulled
would call her like little dopies.
Oh, as like a little kid.
and I'm like,
we
that me up.
Well, I mean, I guess siblings say mean stuff about each other's appearance all the time when you're younger. For them, it's just going to be so exacerbated because they have so many eyes on them, so many cameras. Their looks are part of their job.
Yeah, you never think about
I
it.
never thought about my ears. And then I had Stormy and she has my ears. And
Yeah.
it made me realize how much I love them. Because I'm like, wow, if I'm insecure about my ears and I like think my daughter's the most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah.
What about everything else, though? Do you see what I mean? Like, I hope I'm making my point here. It's the fact that they're like, oh, we're going to talk about it. And they talk about all these little surface level things. And they don't talk about the huge things that everyone's always talking about. Like, you know, Kylie's, obviously her lips, yeah. But Kylie's eyes, her nose, her jaw, her cheeks. Chloe, everything. She's always looking different every 6 months. You know, the giant butts, like, that just came out of nowhere. Like, it's all of those kind of things. And it's just pointless to me to talk about it if you're not going to really talk about it. It's just pandering.
We do live in a world that is obsessed with perfection. I think my mom always like, you know, had us like dressing alike and being really polished and hair done. And I think I'm just really conscious with my own kids about giving them the freedom to express themselves and not put so much pressure on like perfectionism.
We definitely don't want our kids to have those insecurities, but I do my best at home.
I think the messaging is like, you're good enough just the way you are.
But even if they don't like say the same things to their kids that Chris said to them growing up, their kids are still gonna see how much importance their mothers place on their appearance and how much effort they go through to change things, tweak things, update things, the time, money, energy they put into it. It's going to reflect. You know, actions speak louder than words. It's not just what you say, it's what you do. If you want to model by example. But what do I know? I don't have kids.
Social media has been really interesting for me. I think I've just heard every negative possible thing and rumor anyone could say about me. The more it happens, I think you just become stronger and more numb to it. And yeah, I mean, it could be a really dark place sometimes. And you also have to realize, like, no matter what drama like I'm going through on social media, I have such a beautiful personal life.
Once again, taking no responsibility. It's all like the drama that's happening to me, the bullying online, blah, 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 as if they don't play any part in anything. They're just very much playing a victim narrative here. It's very disappointing. We need some self-awareness.
We are pushing our way through the day.
Oh, Pusha's still a thing? That's like her, what, e-commerce? Her blog? She like recommends things?
I really feel supported at our Poolside with Poosh event. Tiana comes and Landon brought his girlfriend.
Charlie D'Amelio! The most bland influencer ever. You go, girl. Give us nothing. Ah, that was mean. I don't care.
So good to meet you in person.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Way better.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
One of my super fans, Zachary Spencer, who I adore, who creates the cool.
Oh, Courtney's really with it, getting with all the influencers. Very modern of her, considering she's the eldest. I'm really starting to like Courtney, guys. And I might not have seemed like it with the Kim and Courtney fight, where I was like a bit more on Kim's side, but Courtney's really growing on me. Like, I don't know why, I kind of like that she invited influencers to this. Normally that's not something I care about, but it kind of shows, and like he's a fan of hers, it kind of shows that she doesn't feel like she's above influencers, because like I said, Kardashians are glorified influencers. So I really like that. That's nice. And I appreciate how much she focuses on the blended family situation with Travis's family. Oh my god, am I becoming a Courtney stan? We shall see. I mean, I'm a Chloe stan through and through. Kim, depends on the day. Kendall, never. Kylie, how can you have an opinion on someone who's barely there?
I like don't talk to anyone. I don't leave the house.
You're like amazing.
You're like amazing.
But in a good way. I'm just
in a good way.
living my life. Just like,
no, and I even
why does everyone in LA, not everyone, why do so many people in LA have the vocal fry? Where does that come from?
like with my family, I'm like, protect my energy. And like, just to then now be like an adult and be like, I'm married. Bye, everyone. Like, it's so nice.
That's so funny. She's basically like, it's so nice not seeing you guys. It's so nice not seeing anyone. I love being away from you all.
I feel like doing Poosh and then building Levy and wanting to have some distinction from my sisters and my mom. Like, we all work together. Our lives are so intertwined.
I mean, look, I will say this. Sometimes I think her Lemmy and Poosh, not sometimes, quite often, I think her Lemmy and Poosh product are scammy. I think they're not worth it. But focusing on a wellness business, like she really definitely is differentiating herself from her siblings who are all doing the fashion beauty thing. I think that's good. She definitely is fulfilling her goal of creating her own identity. And it's on brand. Courtney's always been into wellness.
I think for my soul, like I need my own thing, like my own identity.
Oh my God.
When I do have things that feel like they're mine, I think it feels more special than having these successful.
So I guess what she's trying to say is like, yeah, she'll go do the family events, like premieres for the show or whatever, but she feels better about herself when she's succeeding in something on her own, being an individual, but since the family's like such a collective. Good, that makes sense. I like that. Cool, sweet. Oh my god, who's that little twink on the right? He's cute.
For sure.
Oh wait, isn't that Landon Barker?
God, there's so much to go through.
I love storage unit projects.
Oh,
I love
that would give my allergies a nightmare.
So organized. I have everything documented and in an app. Everything's
What's the point of keeping it all though?
It should just be like
You're not gonna wear all of that.
I definitely have to clean it out because I'm just like a memory hoarder. When I first started to get into storages,
When I first started getting into storages, it was like a hobby of hers, like storing things. That's just like professional hoarding, isn't it? Because what are you gonna do with all of this?
I think Kanye had like 32 storage units and I got them all down to 3. I mean, I finally am like getting rid of some of it because I need to purge and realize that even like for me, a lot of these pieces don't mean anything, but the ones that do, I love them and I'll keep them. Can you imagine like North Sweet 16 and like the merch tables?
Wait, why is North gonna have merch tables at her 60th birthday? Anyway, I mean, it's nice that she keeps some of Kanye's stuff for her kids, because I don't know if he's managing I don't know what he's doing, honestly. I try to stay out of the Kanye stuff, you guys, because it's a little too close to home for me, because Kanye has bipolar and he's unmedicated, off gallivanting, doing who knows what. And I have bipolar and I am medicated, and I don't really like to witness bipolar people on a downward spiral. It can be a little triggering. Not that I've ever said or done the kind of things he has said and done, but just like the general chaotic psychosis nature of it all is a little bit much for me. Personally, even though like I don't know him, but you get what I mean.
Today is the day that your divorce is final.
Yeah.
And you're here with all of his stuff.
Oh, this must be so emotional.
I'm really at peace with it. There's so many amazing things that came out of my marriage and my divorce. This is like me holding on to the Kanye that I know.
Oh, wow.
I would never take back any of the hard times. It's like the memories. It's sad.
This reminds me of like when I look at like old family photos and stuff, like this kind of stuff is emotional. It's so sad when like you're looking at a happier time or happier things when you're in like a period of sadness.
He just doesn't want it anymore. This is like my time capsule of like the best times, but you can't keep it all. The reality is life is really different. And when you know it can never get back there.
That's so sad.
That's what sucks. But my kids will have the best memories. This will be the best tribute for them.
Yeah, it's also sad because his kids are young, so they don't really have what I would assume to be a lot of good memories with him. I don't know, maybe he's different with his kids. This whole situation is difficult for me to talk about because it's like I don't know what I should or shouldn't say because it feels very like personal. But I know what she means because I have someone in my life like this who used to be better, had good memories, mentally not well anymore. They're not the same person and don't seem like they ever will be again. So I get why this is so tough to a certain extent. Obviously, I don't fully get it, but you know.
Can you put this on that last track? I put my dad's shirt there. This is another one of my dad's. I had the best dad in the entire world, so I would never want to take that experience away from my kids.
Like, he tells me to burn his stuff. He's like, who cares? I thought maybe the kids would think it was so cool. So I kind of kept everything for the kid.
Wow. This is hard. I think it's important that they're showing this because even if not everyone can totally relate to this, I'm sure there are women watching this who are going through a divorce who can relate. So I mean, it's nice that they're being vulnerable and Kim showing this, but I think she's been good at that, you know?
Courtney and I are taking a lie detector test.
Oh, I've seen this video.
Did you have a good time at my wedding in
Oh.
Portofino?
I did.
Guys, we can't have more wedding drama.
Did you like my wedding dress?
It was fine.
Do you think I changed my sense of style when I started dating Travis?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Is there a family chat without me?
Actually, no.
Oh.
She's done the drink.
But then in the season 4 premiere, I saw that clip where Kim says there is, where they all talk shit about Courtney. Interesting.
Do you prefer to hang out with Kim more than me now?
I just feel like you're in a different place. You're not in the present moment when you're with us. Like, you don't care to be with us.
Are you sleeping with Tristan?
No,
Oh.
I am not.
Telling the truth.
She is.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay.
I think some of these questions were not in the Vanity Fair video because I don't remember some of these. This is interesting, actually.
Does Travis have a foot fetish for your feet?
Possibly.
It's a yes or no answer,
Yes.
Courtney.
Oh, it's a yes or no answer,
Yes.
Courtney.
Do you hate any of your siblings?
The answer better be no.
No.
She's telling the truth. Oh,
Good.
bravo.
Hate's a strong word. That was fun, actually. Was that Iggy Azalea?
Alabama!
Oh, Alabama. No money, no family. 16 in the middle of Miami.
Tonight is Travis's birthday party. Courtney is surprising him.
Yes, Travis. Is that Travis with hair? Oh no, that's Machine Gun Kelly. Why does everyone look like each other? Oh my god, he's in a hoodie. He looks like he just rolled out of bed. Kimiana!
So surprised. He was?
What is the dress code? Why are some people wearing tracksuits and some people look so fancy?
I know Courtney and I have been through a lot lately, and I just, no matter what, like I want to be here and support on a birthday. It's just kind of what we do. And we all love Travis.
Kylie again? 2 in 1 episode. That's crazy for this show.
The storage facility that I have, we just went. I didn't realize it was like the day our divorce was final. I was like cleaning it out. Sometimes I'm like, why do I hold on to this?
Yeah, you're holding on to the reality you thought you were gonna live, this whole fantasy that you created in your head of like what your marriage was gonna be like, and
Yeah.
it completely shifted.
After all of the mean things that he's done, the kids have no clue. They don't know a thing.
For now, Kim's gonna have to protect their peace, but at some point when they're a teenager, they're gonna learn all about it, guys. I just don't see how it's avoidable.
I think it's just who we are and how we were raised as a family. We're all really forgiving.
A little too forgiving, when it comes to the men at least. I mean, we all saw how you treated Jordan Woods.
I still have a stocking, you know, and North wanted to post like all of our decorations and she posted the stocking and I'm like, oh my God, people are gonna think. I agree with some of the things that he says.
Well, that's just silly
you know.
stuff. And if that makes your kids happy, then like do it.
Totally.
You don't have to explain yourself. You're doing it for your kids.
But you can do stuff for your kids with Kanye without without having to post about it.
I think people on the internet too also forget that we're all like human, just trying to figure everything out. We're all having a human experience.
I hate that saying. I hate the whole we're all human thing. Okay, yeah, duh, we're all humans, but humans all have wildly different experiences depending on various different factors. One of which being class, one of which being wealth, one of which being power. Like there's all these different things. You guys are not living the same life as me or those of you watching. They're not living the same life as us. So I hate this whole human narrative because you could say that about anyone. The worst people in the world are human too.
I don't want to look at it negatively. I'm not going to take every experience and bad thing that happened to me and carry that into my life. What am I supposed to be learning from this?
I definitely jumped into another relationship so fast.
Oh, she's gonna talk about the Pete thing.
It got my mind away from like stuff, and that's
Well, he was obviously a rebound.
not a way to like run from things. It's better to like deal. Deal, heal, and feel.
Feel, deal, heal.
Kim is just my girl.
I thought Courtney was your girl. And then a couple episodes ago, Chloe was your girl. And then Kendall was your girl. Kylie, stop trying to be everyone's girl.
We've realized that we're actually twins
Oh.
because we live the same life.
Oh, how
It's very
so?
hard to explain because I can't tell you guys everything.
Oh.
But I don't know, we woke up one day and we're like, wow, we're the same person.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious that you went to a plastic surgeon and were like, give me the Kim K look.
We should really just be best friends and these other sisters.
Oh,
So
Kylie? Is she high when she's doing these interviews? She's just like joking around, not being serious. She's so unserious.
Feel, deal, heal.
We should all get tats, matching tats.
Yeah.
Deal, deal.
You guys are taking this a little too far. It's not that funny.
After the chat with Kim, I made notes.
After the chat with Kim, is this an extension of the Dolce Gabbana chat? Are we still doing this?
Took the time to think about the conversation and I just had so many thoughts about it and thought that we could go
No, we went deep enough, guys. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Courtney wanted me here because she's not always great at articulating herself in the way that she would want to.
A mediator.
But I get what Courtney tries to say a lot of the times.
After our talk, I think it was nice to let it settle. But I think the point of this is just caring about each other enough to be concerned about our feelings.
My purpose in having this second talk and even having the first talk and not just avoiding it is that I do want to have a relationship with my sisters. I want it to be a relationship where we are cared about and where our feelings matter. And I just want a more meaningful relationship.
That's really mature. That's really sweet. It seems like she really wants to work on it and make it happen. It seems like she didn't know exactly everything she wanted to say at the previous conversation. And she like took some time, took some notes. I like this. Oh my God, Courtney. Seems like she's in therapy. This is a very like therapized person who like understands how to communicate. So I love that.
This is about moving forward and not thinking about like the past. It's about like, I don't feel cared about when I'm overlooked.
I hear you. Family over everything.
I feel like you're so driven. I don't know if you really understand what's driving you. And if you don't understand what's driving you, there's no
Did she actually write a script though? Is she reading it all? Okay, well, do what you gotta do.
knowing what drives you will lead you to your happiness and joy.
I'm back to it now. Why does Courtney feel the need to like ask these questions of Kim and make her question herself? It's just like clearly she doesn't want to do it, so why does she keep pushing it?
I've just never wanted to depend on anyone else. Well, you
feel
don't have to depend on anyone else as of many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So like what continues to drive you?
A lot of the doubt, a lot of the hate, a lot of people always being like, starting off as like a reality show
Kim's a very competitive person.
No,
So
so I think a lot of it, and
I'm
I have
so
this written
competitive.
down, is like it's so connected to what people think.
But the thing is, like, you guys don't really have the, let's call it, luxury of not caring about what people think. Because the people pay your bills. The people watch your shows, the people like your posts on Instagram, the people buy your products. If it wasn't for the people, you wouldn't have a career. So you kind of do have to care what the people think.
And I think like your relationship to yourself and those close to you are like the most important and much more important than what people think.
I understand what Courtney's saying. Like, yes, those close to you should be the most important thing, but there does have to be a balance as well, you know?
I definitely love to prove other people wrong. The drive I have is like, okay, I want to build this really successful business. Oh, I want to build another one. That's just who I am, but it's only against myself. I'm not saying, let me compete with you, and you. And
It's a good thing to have. Don't let someone try to squash that. Obviously, if your drive goes too far where you're stepping over people, that's an issue. And that's clearly how Courtney feels. So that's something they need to work through. But I don't think Kim needs to just pack it up and not pursue her business endeavors just because, you know, Courtney disagrees with her drive.
Just love being busy. I just try to do as much as I can in this lifetime that makes me feel fulfilled.
There's self-awareness. I like love self-awareness and I just love knowing allowing
self-aware
myself.
that I'm competitive. Like, I love that about me.
I think we're driven by different things.
And that's okay. We're different people.
Yeah, well, yes.
Totally.
I know for a fact that Kim loves court. I think we all get hurt sometimes in the sidelines of something, but it's okay if you want to take a step back and have a little distance. That's fine.
Yeah, Chloe, it's good she has her as a mediator, but they need to let her talk more in their conversation because I think Kim and Courtney are on just two different sides and they're not seeming to really click. Especially Courtney, she's not really getting what Kim's saying.
I don't know. I'm not here to analyze you.
That's what you're doing though. She's bothering me again.
We need to like feel cared about. You guys are also like one of the most important things.
Yeah.
That was it. All right, I'm late for my thing. It's
What
been
thing?
real.
That literally, I'm late. It's been real. Gotta go. That literally resolved nothing. That was such a pointless conversation.
How are you feeling?
Like it resolved nothing.
I feel fine.
I mean, you both are very different people, and that's okay. And I think you guys just both have to accept that it's okay that you guys are in your own lanes.
It seems like Kim's accepted that though, and Courtney hasn't. For some reason, she's like trying to analyze her and understand why she isn't like her, when that's the whole point. You're different people.
I feel like I recognize how she could feel. I absolutely do.
Why can't we all have our own ways that we feel fulfilled?
That conversation at the end was literally pointless. Feels like a repeat of the last one. The episodes, you know, I feel like they're getting better. I feel like they're being more vulnerable and open. I like I said, I feel like I've been saying this a bit more now. I like that we're seeing less of their work and more of the interconnected ties between the family members, you know, and the individual. Like, I don't really care about their businesses that much. So I'm really happy with that. Today, we are reacting to episode 10 of season 3 of The Kardashians, which is also the season 3 finale.
We are going on a walk with Kylie and all of her dogs.
Those are all Kylie's. How many does she have?
You guys, what are we supposed to do with this knot? Look at what they did.
Because you didn't strap them in. Just like a dog hoarder. What's the point of even having that many?
I can't believe you have 7 of these guys.
7.
So what happened with Stas?
The whole internet thinks that Stas and I are dating now.
No.
Oh, I remember this. It's when they were constantly like kissing each other and holding each other and like Instagram videos and pictures. Penelope, I'm not doing this again. If you're gonna be in here, stay away from the tripod. I'm not kidding. The door's right there. You can go out again.
I always make out with Stas. I don't know
Right.
why this is like a new
I
thing.
thought that's just what you guys do.
Why don't you just not post it if you're annoyed?
They just make a story out of anything.
Anything and everything. I remember when I was 19 and as I'm getting in the car, the pop goes to his stomach's on the ground, gets his camera up my skirt and takes a picture.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Now I understand why this happens to other women. Like
Yeah,
Britney Spears situation.
You mean celebrities? Not everyone's getting paparazzi in the street, but yeah, I get what you mean. Like, it's like whether you're a celebrity or not, women are still gonna get targeted by creepy men.
The photo came out on Daily Mail and the caption was like, Kylie with little dignity. Like you didn't just fully violate me. I don't know. I'm surprised I'm still like a happy, normal person, everything I've been through. But I think having like, honestly, a good family that's going through the same thing, you have such a great support system. Oh my God, when we were 16 and they used to follow Kendall and I and try to get a reaction out of us.
Oh my God, they would say the
What would
meanest
they used to say?
things. Are you a whore just like your sister? We're
would be
16 years old.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
You guys gonna have a sex tape like your sister? Like literally going off on us.
When are you guys gonna get naked?
Crazy. I'm a virgin at the time. Like, I'm literally, like, it couldn't be the more opposite to who I am as a person. But, you know, I think we grew into really decent people through all the weird, shitty things that we've seen or experienced through our lives. But I don't know. Shame on that loser. Where are you now, bro? Seriously, I actually want to know your name.
It's interesting. I feel like they're starting to be more open to like complaining about the negative sides of fame, which like is good. I mean, I'm not necessarily gonna feel bad for them always. Like this, I do feel bad for them. Like that's really gross. And in a way, like, you know, Kylie and Kendall for sure, out of any of the siblings, did not have a choice in their fame because they were so young. When the reality show started, they were children. They weren't adults, so they couldn't say yes or no. They kind of just had to do what their mother made them do. So yeah, I do feel bad for them after hearing that. That is really something weird and gross to have to deal with at such a young age. Definitely not okay. And paparazzi, I don't know, I don't hear that much or see that much of paparazzi anymore. They still, like, I know paparazzi still exist, but maybe they're not as bad or as big as they used to be. Because Penelope, it's actually not even funny right now, guys. I'm so sorry. At this point, I'm not letting her back in, no matter how many times she cries. Say bye. Bye. Okay, I'm getting bored. Wrap it up, Courtney. I need a Kim scene. Oh, Kylie. Why are they giving us so much Kylie all of a sudden, but then barely anything in the beginning of the season? They didn't space her out very well.
Everyone thinks that we're dating these days.
I know.
When we get a little alcohol in our system, like we just like to kiss each other and
All
stuff.
the Stassi chick.
Making martinis! What are we doing? Natalie?
I do want to martinis.
Do we have a martini lemon twist, honey?
Wow, is that how you talk to Kylie's assistant? Interesting. And why is everyone's assistant always called Natalie? Like David Dobrik's assistant was Natalie, one of Tana Mongeau's assistants is Natalie, one of Kylie's assistants is Natalie. Like, are Natalie's just normally assistants? It's so funny. No, I'm not trying to say that in a mean way, it's just something I've noticed.
All my
It's
comments is, we know.
We know.
You guys
Denial is
are
a
having
river.
sex, and we're not. I wish we were.
Okay.
Friends since 12 or 13.
Nepo friends? I'm kidding.
It would just have been way easier.
So easy. Would have made
if
life
I
so
was
easy.
sexually attracted to you.
Interesting. I really hate when people say that. I actually kind of, another thing that makes my piss boil is when straight people say like, oh, I've heard this from people before, like guys being like, it'd be so much easier if I just dated a guy, or girls being like, so much easier if I just dated a girl. Like, as someone who has dated both men and women, more men in recent years, it's not easier. It's not, it's harder. Being gay is not easier than being straight. You think just because you're the same gender, it's gonna make things easier. Honey, no. No, stop with this narrative, because it's false.
Okay, so I've officially started the process of changing my son's name because his legal name is Wolf Webster.
I'll never forget that. It was so dumb.
Air Webster.
Oh my god, Storm and Air. She's like doing the weather.
The advice I would give to you, find your name before your hormones start raging. It was the hormones that took me out. It was like, I'm too emotional. He's so special to me. There's not a name good enough for him.
The way famous people are about naming their kids is so weird. Especially because like all these famous people who name their kids weird names, they themselves have normal names. So why are you giving your kids weird names?
And then the second I was like, that night I cried in the shower and I was like, it's not his name. What did I just do? Wolf? Wolf?
That's a dog's name. Yes. To me, it's funny.
Also, you know, I got my breasts done before Stormy. Within 6 months of like having Stormy, not thinking I would like have a child when I was 20, like they were still healing.
Oh my god, is this her first time admitting that she got a boob job? Congrats. See, it's not that hard. No one cares.
Sat perfectly. Just gorgeous. Like perfect size, perfect everything. Like that. And I just wish, obviously, I never got them done to begin with. I would recommend anyone who is thinking about it to wait until after children.
A lot of boob job regret I've been seeing on the timeline these days. See, that's the thing, is you never know which way the pendulum is gonna swing with beauty standards. Because 2010s, everybody wanted big knockers. Now people want the small ones. It's like, in 10 more years, it's gonna be big again. It's like, just love what you have.
Have a daughter. I would be heartbroken if she wanted to get her body done at 19. And she's the most beautiful thing ever. I want to be like the best mom and best example for her.
She keeps saying that about how she doesn't want Stormy to grow up feeling like she needs to have stuff done. You've already had all the stuff done, Kylie. Like, you've already, you know, like in here, back here, here. Like, you've already had all of the things done. So it's a bit, you know, it's just a little too late.
I wish I could like be her and do it all differently because I wouldn't touch anything.
If only we could reverse time.
I know.
Yeah, because now, when Stormy's older, you're gonna get mad at her when she wants to get stuff done. That's gonna be a bit hypocritical.
Cheers to being confident. And to us. Because we're dating.
We are.
Honestly, I'm here for it. If that's truly how you feel, please do. It's not like Kylie has good taste in men anyway. Although she's dating Timmy now. Still can't believe that's real. Oh, what's this? What's going on here? Is that a plane? Kim Air, we're going on Kim's private jet.
It's been a rough week.
This was just a really, really shocking way to start the new year.
Oh, we're all the way back to New Year.
We just are trying to wrap our heads around what just happened.
Can you tell us?
I think we were all in shock.
Maybe this has something to do with Tristan because he was in all like the Next Cup thing.
Really sadly, Tristan's mom passed away.
Oh, yes, I heard about this in the news. By the news, I mean Twitter.
It's just been really hard.
And Tristan found out that his mom had had a heart attack. Of course, we drop everything and we go to Toronto. Like, this is not even a question. Like, I'll be
Why did you think? Okay. See, I hate when it's like super serious stuff because I feel like I shouldn't say anything. Oh, he's there.
I was really close to Andrea.
That's so sad. True's grandma.
Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart.
Andrea is only 53 years old.
Oh, that's so young to pass.
4 boys, Tristan, Deshaun, Daniel, and Amari. And Amari is 16 and he is severely disabled.
Oh, wait, this is so sad.
It's just really sad because we don't know what he knows or doesn't know cognitively.
I get to take time to speak to my family. It means a lot.
You're our family.
We're bringing back Tristan's little brother, Amari. Andrea was Amari's sole caregiver, who Tristan is now the legal guardian of.
This is going to be so hard for me because you guys know I don't like Tristan. I don't like what he's done to Chloe, but how can I knock a man when he's down? Like, how can I talk negatively about him when this is all about how his mother just passed at a young age, leaving her 16-year-old child behind who needed her, but she was taken away too soon. Suddenly, like, it's just this, it's too sad. I can't talk about it. This is not funny. It's not tea. This is serious. 6 days later, what's happening?
The fact that you stopped what you were doing, within 2 hours, we're taking off for Toronto.
Well, that's Kim.
And had everything
Kim had her
organized.
plane.
Thank God for that plane.
God,
Yeah,
just,
God
like,
gave you the
funny
plane.
How
Sorry,
the year
now's not the
of
time.
was so ready to have your year of like being free, and now Tristan had to move in with you. His little brother had to move in with you.
Oh, Tristan's moving back in with Chloe because of this. I know he's in a tough spot, but surely he has his own house, right? He has a lot of money. He's like a basketball player. I hope he's not going to use this as an opportunity to trap Chloe, because he is a manipulative man. I know he's going through a tough time, but he is who he is.
You want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Tristan's roof caved in on his home and caused flooding. So Tristan and Amari are staying at my house right now until...
Oh no, I don't think this is going to end well.
Everything is meant to be. Just everything happens for a reason.
I hate that saying so much. Everything happens for a reason. I hate that saying. You're telling him his mom died from a heart attack at 53 for a reason?
It just feels good to be around the kids.
Why do you keep scooting closer to me?
Oh, sorry.
Oh! She's like, boundaries!
Tristan and I are not back together. I know it's hard for everyone to believe.
No, I want to believe it. I want to believe that you're not together.
This is what family does. Tristan is the father of my kids.
Yeah, fair.
You know, I've lost my dad, but still I can't wrap my head around losing my mom. And I know how close Tristan and his mom are. I just think this is what family does. When shit hits the fan, all you have is your family, and Tristan and I are family, and we're gonna be family for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, well, it's nice, and I'm pretty sure her house is really big. Maybe you can stay on the other side of the wing, you know?
I'm grateful I'm strong enough and brave enough to be a support system for someone else that has no other support system right now. You don't have to treat me right for me to treat you right. It's not the way I was raised.
That's weird. So someone could treat you awful, but you're still gonna treat them well. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's nice. This is like a really unique situation though. Like, this is serious. So I get why she's doing what she's doing. I'm not judging her for that. I just hope that she keeps those boundaries in place, you know. Poor Chloe. I don't want to have to see you go through another Tristan saga all over again after everything he's put you through.
Tristan has definitely made some mistakes,
Well, yes.
and he's definitely messed up.
Well, yes.
At the end of the day, he'll always be part of our family.
Take it one day at a time.
Yeah.
And just be thankful every day.
Kind of a low point to end season 3, isn't it?
This season has been sort of exhausting. Bonding with Tatum has definitely gotten easier. And then my melanoma scare, and, you know, with Tristan, you know, his life changed within a second. All of ours did.
I really hope Chloe gets a break next season. She went through a lot this season, but she's been through worse, so she's a tough cookie, but...
We made it through, and all that really matters is my family and the love that we have for each other.
I had the most beautiful year, getting so much closer to my family and spending a lot of time with Kendall. I feel so good being back at work, and I'm just feeling very blessed and excited for what's to come.
Well, I'm glad you were in the show more, Kylie. Thank you for coming to the party.
There has been
I don't know what even happened in Kendall's year besides connecting with Kylie, which I'm glad for them. That's cute.
This year has been so much newness and growth, like a new business that I've been building for 5 years, a new marriage.
It's been a big year for Courtney, that's for sure.
Blending family.
This season has been a lot, and there's been a lot of personal drama, a lot of stress, a lot of happy times.
Oh my god, that feels so long ago now.
Just stay single.
I'm so proud to be in this family. People might say you guys are cursed or whatever they want to say, but
I don't think you're cursed. I think you just make questionable decisions. Date questionable men.
I know I joked about Kim taking the torch, but not yet, Kim.
Well, she said she didn't even want it. A wrap on season 3, guys. For me too. Alrighty. Instead of talking about the episode, because to be honest, I feel like I've said what I needed to say and I didn't have much to say. It was kind of a bit of a meh for a season finale. To be honest, most of their season finales in this new show aren't that good. Like season 1 season finale was kind of good because we left on that Tristan cheating on Chloe, having a new baby situation as a cliffhanger, so that was good. But season 2, did they even have a cliffhanger? I don't think so. They went to like Paris Fashion Week or something. As a whole, I think this season was actually pretty good. I think the reason I think it was like one of the better seasons, I mean, there's only 3 seasons in total that I've at least watched at this point with you guys. So I would say it's the best. And the reason I think that is because they striked a better balance. They still showed stuff from their work, which is, you know, they're going to have to do that because it's a big part of their life, but they showed more of their family ties to each other, like the sister relationships. We got a lot more hanging out with different sisters. We saw more of Kylie, which is great because we barely saw her in the first 2 seasons. I think that the Kim and Courtney drama, even though it's like not that big of a drama in comparison to what we've had in the original show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it was actually pretty good because we had a drama that lasted a couple episodes and followed through. It kind of anchored the show, which is good because that was definitely lacking in the previous seasons. It felt like the storylines went over longer episodes. I'm a little bit nervous for the direction of season 4 because of what we saw of Tristan's mother passing and him moving in with Chloe. It seems like it's going to be a bit of a Tristan focused season, and I really don't like Tristan. I would say I probably like him the least out of all the ex-husbands and boyfriends because we've seen it more. I don't know, I guess Kanye I'm kind of detached and he was barely on the show. He has not done the show in a long time. Whereas the Tristan stuff, it's going to be difficult to talk about because he's going to be going through stuff, but I'm still going to hate him, and it's like, Who was my favorite character this season? Honestly, Kim did pretty well this season. season, actually. There were moments of her where she was really funny, really sassy, really bitchy, gave us that oomph. She listened to people, she let people talk, she was trying to be empathetic. She was a lot more vulnerable this season about her divorce with Kanye and her kids. I think she really took the cake for that. My least favorite, can you gander a guess? Is anyone surprised? It's gonna have to be Kendall. Literally, what did she do this season besides ride a horse and hang out with Kylie? Teach her how to drive. Like, what else happened? Nothing. And that's a wrap on season 3 of The Kardashians. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. I do have a bonus Kardashian video coming out just before Christmas about like the Christmas storylines that they included in these episodes. I just thought that'd be a little something fun to give to you before Christmas. And once again, thank you so much to Paired for sponsoring this video. Make sure you click the link in my description to get your 7 free-day trial and 25% off Paired Premium if you want to connect more with your partner. And if you haven't already checked out my Patreon, please do so. There's lots of bonus content over there. Click the link in my description, have a little browse. There's 3 different tiers. And thank you to all my patrons for your support. Shout out to all my patrons, and special shout out to my Butterfly besties, Anne, Ashlyn, Audrey B, Emily, Hannah, Holly, Justice, Kayla, Kaylee, Misty, Renee, Somerset, and Tracy. If you want to become a patron, click that link in the description. 3 tiers to choose from and lots of bonus content. Alrighty guys, that's it for me in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next one. And as always, I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you're in the world. Bye!